Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, I will be showcasing 10 different teams, 3 for each variation plus 1 extra versus the Dex variation for Kizuna versus Summer Luffy. This is of course for the normal boss and not the super boss. That video will be coming out after this one, so make certain you subscribe to not miss out. Some quick notes about my teams. Majority of them use the hoe as the ship for more EXP, but you can use whatever you want as the ship, except if I say otherwise for the team. Team 1 for every variation will be using the new Kizuna Rare Recruit Summer Usopp for more tickets, and all of the teams without exceptions can deal with all of the debuffs and mechanics you will ever face in this Kizuna, even after the new ones are added when you hit level 30. Without further ado, let's challenge Kizuna versus Luffy. Team 1 versus the Strength variation is using Summer Vivi as captain with the friend captain Kizuna Rare Recruit Usopp. Make certain you enter the quest as V3 Lucci on the Q side of the dual unit to get the special cooldown reduction. No special supports necessary, so just use stat boosters. In stage number 2, what you want to do is first of all activate Treasure Map Sabo, who will give you chain boundaries, but more importantly, take care of the paralysis completely. Then you also want to activate your Captain Vivi's special to get a full board of guaranteed matching slots and a 3-turn ore boost. Then attack and super easily beat stage 2. In the final stage, with Summer Vivi as captain, the special bind we will be inflicted with, even after level 30, when it increases, will be completely gone. Because of her special in stage number 2, Vivi also has a strength slot, and that means that if we activate versus Ace first, he will give us chain boundaries. Then activate Boa Hancock to get a boost in your base attack, and the chain lock won't apply because we already have chain boundaries. Then you want to activate V3 Lucci Mansery on Shirahoshi for a chain boost, and you can replace with whatever chain booster you like. Then we activate our friend Captain Usopp for a conditional attack boost and to completely remove Threshold, and then the super type ability of Vivi for an attack boost and more damage from your strength units, depending on Luffy's color and on the units that have color advantage and beat him. Team number 2 versus the Strength variation will be using a double Super Tandem Law as captain, and with this team it is important to have the placement of the units like I do in the video, and to also activate your friend Captain Law superclass ability in stage 1. Maintain his TND slot, get rid of the turtles with the rest of the units and proceed to stage number 2. It is also important to have Q Margaret Kizuna reward support on the Kuja Pirates for a guaranteed matching slot, and also Bright Nami on Sanji to deal with special bind after level 30. In stage number 2, the paralysis will be gone because of Law Captain, and then you want to swap Robin to Jinbe, get adjacent matching slots, start your attacking chain with the Law that has the TND slot to apply defense down, you get the conditional attack boost and you easily beat stage 2. Now in the final stage, Bright Nami is not important before level 30 because Sanji, if fully limit broken, can completely resist the special bind. But after level 30, he won't be able to, so he needs Nami support. After the preemptive, your supports will activate, and you want to swap Jinbe back to Robin to give Sanji a guaranteed matching slot. Then activate Sanji to get a chain boost and to also reduce or completely remove special bind. Then activate Luffy to get guaranteed matching slots on everyone and to further remove special bind if needed. Robin will remove Threshold and give you a base attack boost. Then comes your friend Captain to give you an attack boost and the unique chain boost. And then your Captain to give you an ore boost since you already have an attack boost. You will also get tons of overheal with double Law special, so activating the Kuja Pirates even through immunity will give you a conditional attack boost. Only after the Kuja Pirate special you can activate your Captain superclass to activate his Super Tandem mechanic, and you do that because you do not want to get the wrong conditional attack boost. Then you attack based on Luffy's color with color advantage if you can to defeat him. Team number 3 versus the Strength variation will be using Ace and Sabo as double captain, but you want to enter with your captain on Sabo and your friend captain on Ace. That trick will allow us to judge in the final stage which one we want to super swap to actually get a color affinity boost and also possibly having color advantage over Luffy. In stage number 1, you want to swap both your captain and your friend captain 3 times. So your charge meter on the left should say in 1 for both captains when you leave stage 1. Another important thing about this team, for after level 30, where threshold will increase by 1, we need support to remove threshold further, and in my case I am using Kizuna Rare Recruit Disguised Robin on Kinemon. In stage number 2, swap both of your captains again, now in the next stage they are ready to be super swapped, and then activate Kizuna Buggy to get a full board of matching slots and also remove paralysis completely. Attack the mini-boss based on color advantage and beat it in 1 turn. Another support example that can help you remove the extra 1 turn of threshold after level 30 is 20th anniversary Strength Nami on Sabo Mask. For your captain super swaps in the final stage, you want to super swap to Ace if Luffy is Strength, like here, but if he is Dex or Q, you want to super swap to Sabo. The special bind will be gone because of Sabo captain, and then we want to activate Sabo Mask to get an attack boost. Then we activate Summer free-to-play Monet for a conditional attack boost, and then because Luffy is Strength, we want to super swap our Sabo to Ace for color advantage. We will get a color affinity boost, and then with their special we will get an ore boost. Also activate the other captain special to have more of a captain attack boost. Then activate Sabo Mask again to increase our already existing attack boost, and finally activate Kinemon to remove threshold and get a chain boost, and if needed Robin will also activate to remove the threshold 1 more turn. You need to activate Kinemon after you have the ore boost, because if you don't, Robin will give you a partial ore boost which you do not want. Then attack with color advantage and beat Luffy. Team 1 versus the Dex variation will be using versus Ace as captain with a friend captain Kizuna Rare Recruit Usopp. Versus Ace is awesome here, because in stage number 2 he will help us completely resist the special rewind and everyone will get their specials back automatically. It is also helpful to enter on Koala from Sabo Koala, so in stage 2 you can swap to Sabo, the strength version, and give a color affinity boost to all of your strength units. If you are wondering for replacements on Bone Clay, you can use anyone that will help you with damage. A base attack booster for example will do, and for Kizuna Rare Recruit Brook in the bottom left, you can use any chain booster you like. In the Dex variation, Luffy in the final stage will gain a barrier that either needs 1 Dex, 1 Strength or 1 Q slot in order to break. Here we have all of these colors. We have a Q unit, a Dex one in Usopp, and also lots of Strength ones, so it will be no problem to break the barrier. First, activate Bone Clay and make him a Strength unit. He will give you a base attack boost. Then you want to activate Hyogoro to completely reduce the defense even after level 30, and also get a color affinity boost and give Ace a Strength slot, which will now, when we activate Ace, allow him to give us an ore boost, matching slots, but also chain boundaries. Then activate your chain booster, in my case Brook, then Sabo from Sabo Koala to get an attack boost, and finally our friend captain Kizuna Rare Recruit Usopp will completely remove the resilience even after level 30 and will also give us a conditional attack boost. Start from the penguins, make certain you keep the right colored orb to break the barrier, and then finish with your strength units to beat Luffy. Team 2 versus Dex will be using a Toki captain with a friend captain Summer Vivi. With this team we need to enter on Denjiro from Kinemon Denjiro, and to also have Rare Recruit Sai Sanji support on Zoro, so he can remove the 1 extra turn of resilience added after level 30. Before level 30 you do not need him. In stage number 2, Zoro will be the unit that will resist special rewind, but before we activate him we want to swap Denjiro to Kinemon to get a guaranteed matching slot and increase our damage a bit, and then we want to activate Zoro to damage Brook and give everyone their specials back. Then remember to activate Toki, transitioning both of your captains into the Toki state. By the way, if you need more damage in stage number 2, which is highly possible, to make the run more comfortable, definitely replace this treasure map Jinbe here with whatever helps you, or even if you want more damage in the final stage, because we actually thought from the infographics that we were about to get ship binded in the final stage, but it just does not happen versus the dex variation, so Jinbe is replaceable. He was only here for that. With or without Jinbe though, the plan is the same. Sanji will activate reducing resilience, and then you want to swap Kinemon to Denjiro and activate him to get a base attack boost, but to also completely remove the defense up even after level 30. Activating Colosseum Morley will completely remove the remaining resilience and also give us a conditional attack boost. If you are wondering, yes, you need Denjiro to remove the defense up, because Morley will only reduce it for 50%. Then you activate Vivi to boost your ore boost and to get a full board of matching slots, and then you activate Toki's super type to get a color affinity boost. We have one Q and one Dex unit if you need to break the barrier with them, but if you don't, break it with Morley and your attacking chain on your captains and easily beat Luffy. Team 3 versus the Dex variation will be using V2 Snakeman and Halloween treasure map legend Koala. Koala, of course, will help us regain our specials in stage number 2, and it is important here to also enter on Smoothie, but you do not need to use any specific supports, just use your best stat boosting ones. In stage number 2, after the specials are regained, what you want to do is, if needed for better slots, you can swap Marco and Ace, the Kizuna unit, and then you want to activate the super type ability of Snakeman to get an attack boost and therefore more damage and an easier time against Brook. Attack him and beat him in one turn. In the final stage, Luffy actually interrupts a special that gives us end of turn damage, but swaps are not interruptible. That's why Smoothie Oven is an exceptional unit in this quest. You can just swap Smoothie to Oven, have a Q unit if needed to break the barrier, and also gain end of turn damage to bypass resilience without a special. After the swap, we activate Buggy for chain boundaries, then Kizuna Halloween Rebecca to reduce the defense by 100%, get a chain boost and the conditional attack boost. She's awesome here. Then we activate Marco and Ace for a very high strength unit attack boost. Then you want to activate Luffy to get a full board of matching slots, not strength slots though like Buggy gives you, matching so you can break the barrier if needed, and he will give you an ore boost, and then Koala will give you a color affinity boost for lots of damage against the enemies. Take care of the penguins, make certain you keep the right colored orb to break the barrier, beat Luffy, and then the end of turn damage from the swap will completely get rid of him. Team 4 and the final one versus the Dex variation will use Sulong Inuarashi as captain with a friend captain 6+ Oden. In this team, we are going to use some similar units with the other teams, but I used it because you do not care about the barrier at all, because of Sulong Inuarashi of course as captain. In stage number 2, what we are going to do is activate Sulong Nekomamushi, the other Sulong legend, who will give everyone their specials back and give us enough damage to easily beat Brook in stage 2. This team is strong as it is, you do not need any special supports, you can just use stat boosters. In the final stage, if you hit 2 perfects because of Nekomamushi's special, we will get an attack boost, but it is pretty much the same attack boost Inuarashi would give us, and now we just do not need to activate Inuarashi's special at all. If you did not hit your perfects though, activate Inuarashi to get your attack boost. Before you do all that, activate Buggy to get chain boundaries. Then you want to activate Roger to get a base attack boost. He will also remove defense up, but that is not actually necessary, so you can only activate him once, not twice. Then, by activating Kizuna Halloween Rebecca, we get a conditional attack boost and we also get a chain boost. If you do not have an attack boost, activate Inuarashi. If you do, it is not necessary, but it is necessary to activate his superclass ability for more damage. And finally, you want to activate Oden, not only his special, but also his super typing, to gain an orb boost, make all of your slots Wano, and of course, have more damage against Dex units. Start attacking the penguins, you do not care about the barrier, just hit all of your perfects. All of your slots are Wano anyway, you cannot break it, but you can penetrate it because of Sulong, Dogstorm. Team 1 versus the Q variation will be using Super Sugo Fest Dex Law and the friend captain Kizuna recruit Usopp. For this team, you need maximum despair sockets, a support to remove paralysis in stage 2, I am using Corazon on Law, and then another support to reduce despair, especially after level 30, for the final stage. For this support, I am using Valentine Koala on Treasure Map Sabo. In stage number 2, after Corazon activates and Frankie damages you, what you want to do is activate Brook. Brook here will give you a chain boost, he will make majority of your slots matching, he will give you healing and damage reduction, and on top of all that, he will give you beneficial slots. After level 30, the enemy in the final stage would give you non-beneficial slots, but that won't apply because of Brook. He also helps us of course with the damage reduction, survive the end of turn damage from Frankie, and he is a very good unit to use in this quest. In the final stage, despair is being reduced by sockets for 3 turns. Then we will reduce it by further 2 because of Valentine Koala on Sabo, who will be our first special and can also give us chain boundaries. Then we are going to activate Treasure Map Anniversary Luffy for an orb boost to completely remove despair and also get a full board of matching slots. Then Zoro will give us a color affinity boost. Law will give us an attack boost and give the enemy increased damage taken. And by activating his super type, our damage will of course be increased further. The final special will be from our friend captain Usopp, who will give us a conditional attack boost and therefore even more damage. Now attack and easily beat the enemies. Team number 2 versus Q will be using Kizuna Legend Ace and Sabo, entering on Ace, and then a friend captain Super Tandem Luffy. For this team we are going to use the piece of Spadile, but I do not think it is necessary, you can probably swap it out for something else, but what is necessary is a paralysis removing support like V1 Rayleigh on Kung Fu Luffy. In stage number 1 you want to charge up the super swap of Ace and Sabo, so swap them 3 times and proceed to stage 2 when the meter says in 1. I stole 1 extra turn here by mistake because I forgot, but you do not need to do that. When the indicator says in 1, you move on. In stage number 2, the paralysis removing support, Rayleigh in this case, will activate, removing paralysis completely, and then we want to swap Sabo to Ace so we can get adjacent matching slots, and then Kung Fu Luffy will give us more adjacent matching slots, an attack boost, and threshold to of course survive the final damage. Attack Frankie, super easily defeat him, and of course because we have Super Tandem Luffy as captain, the attack boost from Kung Fu Luffy will be increased in duration and we will still have it available in the final stage. Therefore, if you are using Kung Fu Luffy, you do not need another attack booster for the final stage. Versus the boss now, the despair, how many ever turns it will be completely gone because of Ace Captain, and after that you want to activate Sanji to get a chain boost. Then you want to super swap to Sabo, but do not activate him yet. First, activate Raid Crocodile to get chain boundaries, because Sabo as captain is a striker. And then you want to activate your friend captain special, Super Tandem Luffy, to get a full board of tandem slots, a higher ore boost than Sabo would give you, and then activate his super class ability to increase said ore boost, but also get a base attack boost. Then before attacking you should also activate Sabo for a higher captain attack boost, early on, not necessary though, and the only reason Zoro is here is to give us Super Tandem for more damage. Team 3 versus the Q variation will be using Legend Queen as captain with a friend captain V3 Lucci. For this team, we need to have a paralysis reducing support for stage number 2. I am using Rare Recruit Jack on Queen, and I am also using this treasure map reward Usopp, who is actually downgrading our team on purpose so we can have the chance in stage 2 to hit 3 perfects. It is important to do so to actually get the chain boundaries from Queen's special in the final stage. Make certain you activate Usopp first if you are using him because he removes beneficial effects. He will also reduce paralysis by 1. Then we activate Queen to get an attack boost, chain boundaries in the next stage with 2 perfects, and to activate Jack, who of course will reduce paralysis completely. Then we activate Drake for an ore boost and beneficial slots buff, so we can counter the non-beneficial slots debuff next stage. Then we activate Moria for a full board of matching slots and to get a color affinity boost in the next stage, but Moria will also give us threshold to survive the end of turn damage from Frankie. Then make certain you start with Lucci, attack with Usopp who won't do any damage, and hit another perfect to finish off Frankie, but to also guarantee chain boundaries from Queen in the final stage. If you do not have Usopp or Jack, another paralysis remover that is not boosted by your captains will probably do. The Moby Dick is extremely important here for us to have low enough HP for V2 Whitebeard to completely remove Despair and then give us a chain boost and an attack boost. V3 Lucci will give us an ore boost and also a base attack boost. Then his super typing will give us a boost in our already having ore boost, and of course Queen's super type is not necessary because we have matching slots. You can just attack and clear the quest. And these are my 10 teams for Kizuna vs Luffy. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments down below and I will do my best to help. If you enjoyed this Kizuna video or it helped you out with your team building, definitely leave a like. This took a long time, so I would really appreciate it. And for more OPTC content, definitely subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.